Okay, the system says we're live. We are at JCON. We're doing a lot of live interviews today. We will make this a podcast afterwards, or probably a few podcasts. And I have the same two questions for everyone. Who are you and what brings you to Cologne to JCON?
Okay, well, first, hello to everyone. I'm Jonathan Vila, and I'm a developer advocate at Sonar. Sonar, the company that is behind Sonar Cube, that I assume a lot of people are using. And I'm coming to JCON for two reasons. One, because I have a talk this afternoon about infrastructure as code done right, but also because it's like a family being here with all the friends, speakers, attendees, and of course, Richard, that it is an amazing organizer. So I'm so happy to be here again.
Uh, Infrastructure as code. As a Java developer, can I do this with Java?
Well, basically, in this talk, I'm not really covering Java, but the different artifacts that a Java developer in the end uses. So we need to deploy our application in Kubernetes, in Docker, or in any platform. So we usually combine our Java files with Kubernetes YAMLs, for instance. So in some cases, people think that code quality only refers to the Java code, but also impacts infrastructure as code artifacts, secrets hard-coded, non-specifying the limits in a Kubernetes pod. So there are a lot of best practices and issues to check that with the right tooling and methodologies, we can also have high quality in infrastructure as code files.
AI is a hot topic. Is AI involved in infrastructure?
Obviously, yes. Yes, these days we can generate Docker files or Kubernetes files with AI prompting just create the deployment files for my application. Surprise. It's not always as reliable as we would like. So definitely we need to check. We need to understand what it is doing. So not committing blindly. We need to understand. We need to think that we spend 80% of our time reading code. So it's a lot. Definitely we should invest time on checking that the code and the infrastructure as code that we are adding to our repository is in high quality and it doesn't contain errors, images, outdated images with vulnerabilities, or even not setting the right properties when we are putting a pod or a deployment or whatever. Yes.
And secrets is probably also a hot topic, keeping your secrets out of your repository or your flow.
Yeah, because the problem with secrets, well, from the Sonar telemetry in our different tools, it says that hard-coded secrets is a top issue. And I assume that the problem is, well, we all know we should not hard-code secret, right? But why do we have that many projects with hard-coded secrets? Well, I assume that it's because we follow the natural trend. So it's like we create a proof of concept. Yeah, this is only for testing my application. I'm putting the secret there because, yes, it's a test database. And then this evolves, and one day it hits production. And yes, we don't um, uh, recall that we added some secrets in the code. So we need tools or a lot of eyes in order to check those secrets. So yes, it's a big problem detected even in infrastructure as code and also in programming languages like Java or TypeScript or Python.
I think we all made the mistake of putting test code eventually in production. So your tools are helping to fix these errors or find these errors or be alerted?
Yes, definitely. So in this case, Sonar, but it's I think it's a reference tool. But obviously there are other tools that you can check depending on your needs. But these tools will help you from the very beginning in the SDLC. So from the ID, you will have a tool that it is checking your code. It's analyzing your Java code, Python code, or your Kubernetes, Docker, Terraform, or CloudFormation code. and it will show the issues in terms of security, but also if you are not following best practices. For instance, if you are not setting the memory limit for a deployment, for a pod, well, it's not going to break anything, but eventually you will have a bad experience with that. So it's also enforcing best practices. And in some cases, for some rules, also Sonar provides a fix using AI that will help in order to be faster, in order to fix all the issues. But basically, the difference with other tools or with the current trend is that Sonar is a deterministic tool. So if you run the tool 1,000 times with the same code, you will have exactly the same answer. And this is super important compared to other tools that are using AI in order to detect issues that are not deterministic, and they are going to give false positives now and then. So it's important to use these kind of tools that can give you the confidence that you are always sure that those issues are issues.
So you're a speaker here yourself, but are you also looking forward to a few of these talks? Do you have time to visit some of the talks?
Yeah, I will try. I will try to attend several talks, especially those that are covering developer productivity or AI, if it's not a very basic topic. So yes, there are. Well, now Simon is giving a talk, but also Liz or Brian are giving talks about also security. So it's interesting to check the different things that you could check that online, but definitely it's way different if you are here and you connect physically with the speaker and you receive this motivation that you can only receive in a physical event.
Okay, totally agree. Have fun today, and thank you for your time.
Thank you, Frank. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.